Hello students, welcome to fourth part of introduction of partnership. Now today we shall be resuming sums from exercise. In exercise there are around 12 questions, out of which the very first is related to multiple choice questions. Second is one line answers, answer in single line or one sentences. Now these are to be tried on the basis of theory we have already discussed. Today we will be starting from question number 3 and today we will be solving for same. Now in this there are different varieties of small sums. In this chapter majority of the cases they are small sums in examination, so we need to focus more upon that part. I am reading out the question number 3, first one. A partner withdraws identical amount at the end of each month from the firm. Identical means same amount is withdrawn on same date, that is end of each month, means on 31st Jan, 28th Feb, 31st March, 30th April. At the end of the year, total annual drawings is 1000. That means he has withdrawn 1000 per month. So 1000 into 12 months, that will be 12,000 annual drawings. 12% per annum interest is chargeable on drawings. Determine the amount of interest on drawings for the year. So for this case, if we want to calculate amount of interest on drawings, procedure would be this way. First step, for calculation of interest on drawings, formula will be principal into rate into time divided by 100. This n implies duration. Principal amount per month was 1000. Instead of 12,000 we can directly calculate on it on the basis of 1000, because equal amounts are withdrawn and weights are to be applied because for first month withdrawal was made at the end of the month, so interest will be applied on first drawing for 11 months. For second drawings interest will be applied for 10 months. For third drawings interest will be applied for 9 months and so on. So accordingly weights are calculated. So in this case, if we speak about withdrawal made at the beginning or middle or end of each month, we can apply weights as under. If beginning, 78 divided by 12. If end, 72 divided by 12. And at the end, 66 divided by 12. This is mathematically derived. Explanation about same is available in illustration. I am just explaining the solution part, so I will directly apply the formula. So principal amount of drawing per month was 1000. Rate of drawing is 12%, so 12 upon 100 into weights to be applied. As the withdrawal is made at the end of each month, amount or weight to be applied will be 66 divided by 12. And so the amount of interest on drawings would be equal to 660. In case if the withdrawal is made at the beginning of each month, formulation would be same way, 1000 into 12 by 100, but year weights to be applied will be 78 upon 12. Same way if middle of each month, the weights would be 72 divided by 12. So in this manner we will be able to calculate amount of interest on drawing. So this was question number 1 in which we were required to calculate interest on drawings. Now coming towards second question. Again let us go through the question part first. Now coming towards second question. In second case, Amruta and Divya are partners in a firm. Their capital ratio is 3:2. It is not profit sharing ratio, it is capital ratio. Amrita is to be paid 8% commission on net profit after deduction of such commission. What amount would be received by Amrita if profit for the year is 96,876? Now before we distribute profit, first we need to provide commission. So how to calculate commission for partner Amrita? So for commission for partner Amrita, it will be equal to net profit, that is 96,876. Profit was based on net profit, so value of profit into rate, now divided by, under normal case we divide it by 100, but in this case we need to divide by 100 plus rate. The reason behind it is she was to be provided commission after charging such commission. After charging such commission means she should be provided commission equal to the profit ultimately receivable by partner, that is based on net divisible profit. So if they ask you to calculate commission based on net divisible profit, formula will be net profit into rate upon 100 plus rate. And if commission is to be calculated only on the basis of net profit, that is before charging instead of after. If we are required to calculate commission on profit before charging such commission, in that case formula will be net profit into rate upon 100 only. We will not apply plus rate. So in this case, as it was to be calculated after charging such commission, formula will be net profit into rate upon 100 plus rate. So net profit as given in question into rate upon 108. Simplified, resulting answer comes to 7176. Now out of the total profit of the firm, that is 96,876, 7,176 is to be provided as commission to Amrita. So resulting difference 89,700 will be treated as net divisible profit, and this divisible profit will be distributed among partners. In this question there were two partners and there is no such clarification about profit sharing ratio. The ratio 3:2 provided in question was capital ratio, not profit sharing ratio. So now recall the rule of provisions in absence of partnership deed. If there is no clarification about distribution of profit, it will be distributed equally. So 89,700 into 1 by 2, simplified 44,850. So finally the total amount to be received by partner Amrita will be equal to value of commission plus divisible profit. Commission we have calculated 7,176 and divisible profit is 44,850. So sum total of these two, 520,226 would be the amount receivable by partner Amrita. Okay, now third question. Vismay, Abhijit and Kunal are partners sharing profits and losses in ratio of 3:2:4. Profit sharing ratio is given. Manager is to be paid 10% commission on profit, but after deduction of such commission. This is very important. The share of profit of Abhijit, partner Abhijit, share of profit is given 30,000. You are required to calculate the amount of commission to be received by manager. So now how to calculate? We are already provided profit sharing ratio between Vismay, Abhijit and Kunal. So suppose profit sharing ratio is given in question between Vismay, Abhijit and Kunal is 3:2:4, and we are already provided with Abhijit's share of profit. So Abhijit's share in business is 2 divided by total 3 plus 2 plus 4, 9. So 2 by 9th is Abhijit's share multiplied, and this is equal to, this is already given, the amount of Abhijit's share is 30,000. So from this we can indirectly calculate profit of entire firm. So profit of all the partners or entire firm will be equal to 30,000 into reciprocal of Abhijit's share, that is 9 by 2. On simplification we'll get 1,35,000. Again cross verification, 1,35,000 into 2 by 9 will give us 30,000, that is Abhijit's share. Now this is the profit of entire firm. On this profit manager was entitled to commission of 10%. So profit of firm 1,35,000 into rate of commission for manager, that is 10%. So into 10 divided by 100. On simplification it will give 13,500. So this is the way of calculation of commission for manager. Now coming towards fourth question. The profit and loss sharing ratio of Rajkumar, Kaushik and Sharma is 15:10:9. Total profit of the year is 68,000. You are required to determine profit of each partner. This is a simple question in which we are just required to distribute the profit. Profit sharing ratio is given 15:10:9. So 15 plus 10 plus 9 total comes to 34, and this amount is to be distributed. This 68,000 is to be distributed in profit sharing ratio. So in order to ascertain individual partner share, Rajkumar's share is profit of the firm 68,000 into his share 15 by 34. Kaushik's share of profit 68,000 into his share 10 by 34, and Sharma's share of profit 68,000 into 9 by 34. And on simplification we will get the resulting balances 30,000 plus 20,000 plus 18,000. Again just to cross verify, sum total of these three should be equal to 68,000 only. This was simple question. Now again moving towards next question number 5. Again, Mehta receives his share 4 times of Pandya, while Bajpai receives half of the share of Mehta. Profit of the firm for the year ended is given 87,500, and we are required to distribute the profit among partners. So for distribution of profit we need profit sharing ratio, and here we are provided with the hint. Mehta receives his share 4 times of Pandya, while Bajpai receives half the share of Mehta. So for this, how to calculate? We need to make an assumption. Let us consider share of Pandya be 1, and hint given in question, Mehta's share is 4 times of Pandya. So if Pandya receives 1, Mehta will be receiving 4 times of Pandya, that is 4, and Bajpai's share will be half of Mehta as given in the hint. So Mehta's share is 4, so half of Mehta's share will be equal to 2. So ultimately ratio between Mehta, Bajpai